edge of space, calling us to fly away.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing? How are we all doing? Welcome, one and all. It's EGPH TV. You should know this by now. All my regs. How are you all doing? Swampy, good morning. Matu, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Focus, good morning, mate. We'll see you and chat to you in a uno momento, por favor. I'm being very multilingual today. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Here's Ray Ray. Say hello to Ray Ray, everyone. Hello. This is my son's favourite toy. I've got to look after him today because my son's back at school. Yes. I say one son, the others are still here. They're back tomorrow. So, you know, one down, a few more to go. So I'm looking after Ray Ray today. And in typical Twitch fashion, it wants to do an ad break. So you can... No, go away. You're not doing an ad break. Wait. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Spoony rant. Thanks. I like the fact it says Spoony Booba has ranted 30 times at this stream. That's a bit harsh because that counter should now reset. Am I not wrong? Okay, Matthew. All right, mate. Yeah. Anyone wants to do a flight? I am flying out of Edinburgh to Eindhoven. My sim's now loading up. This is going to be a bit of a technical one. I'm not going to lie. I am going to try and. I am not experimenting, but I am kind of seeing, because for those of you who don't know, I'm sure my regulars know, I have been having some apparently Twitch doesn't want to pause. But that's a great start. My sim's just crashed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, that's a great start. Okay. Let's reload it again. Oh, it's dead. It's not just Dino that has issues. Apologies again. I'm sure on behalf of Dino for anyone that was looking forward to a stream last night. Kids, what can you do? So, you know, it is what it is. We do apologise, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. I hope you didn't all miss it. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the whatchamacallit. Why did you crash? I want to know why you crashed. Explain. Why are you crashing on me all of a sudden? I literally haven't changed anything. Why are you crashing? Because... okay, something's gone wrong there. Let me just double check. Why have you done that? You should be fine. I don't understand. Oh my god, please. No, you can't have. There's no way you could have done that. Oh, unless you've put it somewhere else. No, you can't have. Wait, what? It crashed because it couldn't find my My aircraft files. That's interesting. Why couldn't you find my aircraft files? That's a weird one. I'm just trying to think. I haven't moved them anywhere, have I? No. Where? Hang on. X-plane aircraft. Let me just run it from here. That's fine. That's fine. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, I just realised I forgot to start the music back up. My apologies. I don't understand. When you feel it's hopeless. Yeah, that's a perfect adage for this at the minute. What? I don't understand. Oh, God, this is... I'm going to get an unprofessional ranting out here, aren't I? Can't find necessary directory in the path X A320 with detection, weapons, aircraft, resources. I don't understand. Okay, we'll just won't use that then. I know what. We'll use something else. It's fine. Oh, actually, I should have done something before I started that. Hang on. It's alright. We'll fix it. Bear with me, guys. Well, we'll have a little bit of a chat. How are we all doing? So it's going to be just an uno momento delay. There is an ad break on anyway, so that's absolutely fine. Right, I'm going to just quit out here a minute. Quit. Let's just redo this again. Come on. Right. Load that up. I've just not seen that error ever before. That's a weird one. That's caught me out. Right, plugins. What plugins can I now disable if I'm going to fly toeless again? Delete that. That can now bugger off. I think that's about it. Everything else is exactly the same, isn't it? Yeah. Right, cool. Restart, explain. I did an update because what I was going to do, so I'll go through my brainwave. My plan was, because obviously for those of you that are regulars, you know I've been having some weird issue with X-Plane where just as I'm about to land, my frame rate just goes mega stuttery. And so I thought to try and figure out what the cause was, I wouldn't fly the toeless. I'd fly something else to see if it would have the same issue. Because it might be a toeless issue. Something it's doing at the last second is causing it to lag. But obviously that's now gone to poop with... that's fine. We'll fly the Airbus again. But what I've done is I've also turned off a load of plugins in the background to see if that would fix it. Alpaca. There we go. Cool. So I'll go back to toeless, but I have disabled lots of plugins, including like the landing rate one that flashes up on the screen. I just want to see if it behaves a bit better. If it does, then it's clearly something I've disabled was causing an issue. What do you mean, maybe... What? Maybe rest PC? What do you mean, Matu? So, yeah, I'm now loading in. Sorry, just seeing lots of pop-ups. I saw a ping from my kid's school. I just wanted to make sure. Are you using X-Plane? Yes. The Gargo, yes. welcome to the channel, by the way. Oh, I was about to say, welcome to the channel. You've obviously been here before because you know how about the Spoony rant. Yeah, X-Plane. It's just been a weird one. It always seems to be right as I'm about to land, like literally I'm at like 50, 40, my frame rate just goes really stuttering. It's like, No, XP11. Right. Right, the sim is loaded, I believe. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm coming to Eindhoven. I just want to check my PC performance. Everything's all right. Yeah, everything's looking fine. I just want some helpful things just running up, just so I can see what's going on with my computer. I think I'll just leave them on and running. We'll leave them up over here. Cool. Cool. Right. Cockpit. Lovely. That's what I like to hear. Right, let's get on the network. Let's switch over to that one. Right. Why have I got no X-Plane? Why have I got no... What? No, don't be doing this to me. There we go, that's fine. Oh, just had a moment then. Right, we are Alpaca 6 Echo Echo. We're going to be an A319 19. Cell cal not needed. That was fine. Done, done, done. And I'm on the network. Right, so we zoom out. Here we are. So, go away. Stupid thing. Right. Disable notifications on that, please. Don't need notifications. Go away. Exit that. That's fine. That's fine. That's all fine. That's all fine. Just. That's all fine. That's all fine. That's all fine. Cool. Right. Why have I got no jet bridge? Jet bridge. Why are you not connecting? Are you going to say I'm part too close now? You're probably going to say I'm part too close. Actually, I've just realised I can't actually hear. Right, let's get some ground vehicles connected. What do I want? I want some GPU action. I don't know why the jet bridge ain't loading up. That's not helpful though. We'll want that, and that. And we'll load in. There's the APU. Factor already on. Turn the iOS is on. Just wait for it to all load in. Right, let's get some self-loading cargo shenanigans loaded in. Why? I swear, this thing just wants to test me today. We'll do one of them. Do that, do that, do that. Import sim brief. Yeah, that's fine. No, I don't have one. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Why does my self-loading cargo keep moving? It's very annoying. Oh, here we go. I don't think I'll go do the voice shenanigans today.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are you this morning?
Ground to cockpit. Hi there. I'm very well.
That's a weird bug with SLC. It shouldn't really do one or the other.
Now
Like,
preparing the cabin. If you open the door, I
Yeah.
ask the terminal for a quick update and let you know what they say.
Okay, no problem. I'll open the door for you. Give me a couple of seconds.
Thanks.
Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. Loud and clear. Okay, Captain. Radio check is complete. We'll contact you when we're ready to start loading. Roger.
cool. That's all set up. Right. Right, I know we have Edinburgh ground on. 121. 750. Right. Cool. Right. I think you're PD. Oh, let's have a look. Let me move this. Oh, God. Leave me alone!
Hello.
Hello, Captain. Okay, so I've spoken to security and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
Okay. Feel free to start boarding whenever they're ready to come on board. Let us know once you've started.
No problem.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll contact you again once we're done. Roger.
Why? I don't understand why this keeps doing this. Do it. Do it! Thank you.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Hi there, we're now refueling the aircraft and we'll let you know once it's completed. Roger. Ground to cockpit.
Oh, Jesus.
Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the aircraft is now fueled as requested.
Clear to Heathrow via Goshen 1, Delta departure, squawk 3222, Shuttle 9 Bravo.
Roger.
Shuttle 9 Bravo, read back correct. Contact back when ready.
Right, let's just get set up. I'm not mucking about. Done. Right, I need the meta. So let's go over to the EFB. Have a look, say hello to yourselves. Right, got my charts. So that's what we're flying. So if I just program that in now, should be departure. What we departing on? 06 according to this. And it's the Tala departure. So it'll be 6. Is it Tala TLA? 6 Delta? Yeah, that one. Thank you. Insert that. Done. Sorted. Right, let's see if I can get CPDLC working. MCDU, ATC, connection, notification, Echo Golf, Papa Hotel, that one. Notify. Notification failed. See if it works now. Hang on. No, still saying notification failed. That's helpful. So I can't connect. Connection status. Nope. I doubt I can request clearance then. Nope. In it there's done, that's all done. 6.9 tons of fuel, 6.9 tons of fuel. Although I'm not liking the fact that my computer's already struggling at 30 frames. That's not a good start. Same as zero fuel waste a little on the heavy side. Well, this is Navigraph charts on my EFB, mate. It's Navigraph charts. So yeah, that's what we're flying, and my flight plan is here, so I can show you that as well, like that. There you go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried about my computer at the minute. Right. Okay. Oh well, I'll just have to see what we can try. Alright, let's get my post-it notepad out. Let's flip back. Got to have your post-it notepads. Right, I'll get the latest status. Close that. Right, current information is Bravo. Runway in use is 06, which is helpful, so we will be on the Talas, what was it, 6 Delta. We're at Alpaca, 6 Echo Echo. We're on stand, can't remember.
All stations prepare to start boarding.
You can bug off. QNH is 1020. Temperature is plus 16. The wind is 040 at 8. And we are on stand 9. And that is usually how I do my post-it note paddage. There you go. Just so I can remember it all. Intercom's going off.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding now, and the passengers are being seated.
I don't know why I've got no jet bridge action. Actually, it looks like, I don't know. Was that supposed to be on like a 9A or something?
Thank you.
Not quite sure how the jet bridge works on this bit. Right. Cool. So quickly back to the FB. So Navigraph, let's have a look at Tala departure. Straight out of 06, right turn to Tala. Pretty simple. It doesn't get much simpler than that, really. So that's not a problem in the slightest. And then, as per our route, if I get rid of that, there's our routing. I need to make sure the... hang on, let me just change my view a minute. Get rid of Navigraph a sec. Make sure the bot is up and running. Streaming, config. Cool, the route should be up. So if you guys put route in, it should be working just fine. Route. Oh, it's because I haven't activated it. Hang on. Whoops. Hang on. Stand by. Do that. Load from that. Fly now. Connect to X-plane. Yes, please. Flight. Pre-file, VATSIM. Comes up on my browser, do that, that's done, close that. I'm just a bit worried about my computer, so I'm not going to lie. I am going to just turn some settings down just to ease me a bit, because I'm a bit worried. I'm not going to lie. This might disconnect me for a sec just off the network. I will be back in a second. Just a bit worried. Just want to trim it down a bit. So that should now work. There it is. So there you go. There's my routing. If any of you guys are joining along. And then we're going to get going. I just want to turn things down. I'm just a bit worried because my PC, I'm not going to lie, is running very hot at the minute, and I don't quite know why. So she is kind of worrying me a little. In fact, I might even take this off just so she can get some fresh air. Right, we're back in. Give it a sec to think about it. Reconnect as that. Cool. Right, QNH is, right, we'll finish getting prepped. So we're 1020. That's all loaded in. That's loaded in. Make sure this is on. Flight plans in. We'll load performance on this one. We'll do our weight and balance now. That's all been done. Aircon will be on. We'll compute this. Uplink takeoff data. The wind is 040 at 8. And then we'll call for clearance once I get this all loaded in. Like so. And then we'll do the takeoff date request. Give it a sec, and then we'll get the ping. There it is. Received.
Ground to cockpit.
Go away.
Go ahead. Loading has been completed. We're sending the load sheet up to you now.
Cool.
Waiting for you to close up. Once the beacon light is switched on, we'll contact you to begin pushback.
Oops, I just disconnected the GPU.
Roger. Good morning from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight. I hope you're all well. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to Eindhoven. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight to Eindhoven. I'd like to welcome you on board this morning's flight. I hope you're all well. We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit and thought we'd say hello while we finish entering the data into the flight computers. We hope to depart very shortly. We're not expecting any delays. Once we push back from the stand, the cabin crew will start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft.
Yeah.
The weather is looking good, so it should be a
I'm not going to lie, it's very warm today in my...
Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. It looks as though the en route winds are in our favour, so there shouldn't be any issue getting to our destination on time. However, we will keep you informed throughout the flight if there changes. The ground crew have finished loading
the ambient temp in my case at the minute is 42 degrees.
We'll be able to get going straight away. Thank you very much for flying with us, and I hope you enjoy the flight. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count, and the total souls count, plus yourselves, of course.
Thank you.
No problem at all.
Okay, call me when you're ready to go and we'll get moving.
No problem.
Oops, I just told him to close the door. Whoops! No! Close it! Open it! Not what I meant to do. Yes, I know. Fuck's sake. I better like, why are you closed the door
Hello.
for you twat?
Hi, Captain. If you reopen the door, we'll continue boarding straight away.
No worries, I'll open one of the doors. Give me a couple of minutes.
Thanks.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We're starting the APU. Please stand by as we'll be disconnecting from ground power shortly.
Roger. We'll monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything untoward.
Roger.
Right, starting the APU. Yeah, my PC, I'm not going to lie, it's very, 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 very hot in my house today. I'm not going to lie. Speaking of that, I'm just going to make sure my windows are like open and turn on as much ventilation as I can. I do have a fan here as well, but it kind of blows, because it's blowing straight at me. It blows right on my mic. But I am going to just turn it on just to keep... Yeah, I hope you can you guys hear that? Yeah, that stupid humming noise. Should be alright. No. Don't think you can hear that. It's all good. Just gonna because it is very, very hot. Right, APU is starting up. Flight thingy. We'll have a quick look at the weather. Switch to EFB. So we've got a few clouds, scatter clouds at 900 feet, QNH 1020. Everything's fine. Minimum visibility. Let's just talk to ground crew.
Go ahead.
APU startup seems good. Nothing to report.
Disconnect ground power, please.
Roger. Stand by, please.
Oh,
Ground power has been disconnected.
Roger.
I'm also gonna click here and remove the chocks. That's the one thing I always forget to do. Right. Actually, I've just realised I need to go and... Why is that reset? Why has that reset? Received. Flex. Insert. Perfect. Right, I need to call Edinburgh ground up, really.
Place your large bags into the overhead locker wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat.
Edinburgh ground, good morning, Alpaca 6 Echo, request radio check.
Alpaca 6 Echo Echo, radio is 555. Good morning.
Good morning to you as well. 5 also, and Alpaca 6 Echo A319 on stand number 9. Information Bravo on board QNH 1020. Request clearance please to Eindhoven.
Alpaca 6 Echo Echo cleared to Eindhoven on the Talis 6 Delta departure, squawk 6476.
Okay, cleared Eindhoven, Talis 6 Delta and squawk 6476 for Alpaca 6 Echo Echo.
Alpaca 6 Echo Echo, read back is correct. Contact back when ready.
Just did him a double squawk. There's a little trick for any of you pilots. If you want to say Roger or okay, you don't often have to you don't have to say like Wilco or whatever. If you just double tap your push to talk, that's like a way of just quickly saying, yeah, okay, got ya, will do. Right,
Shuttle 9 Bravo, contact Edinburgh Tower 118.7. Bye-bye.
Tower on 118.7.
Swanky last passengers to come aboard and we'll be ready to go.
Thanks, bye.
Cool. Hello, Fate, mate. You alright? Right. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, my PC is absolutely cooking. It's struggling a little. Although, to be honest, the Edinburgh scenery is quite detailed, so it does kind of naturally struggle. Right, let's have a look. one thing I do want to check. Oh, I've just realised you've been on EFB a while. Whoops. Yeah, guys, ping me if you've been stuck on EFB or a screen for a while. Just ping me to say, Spoony, what are you doing? Right. I need Navigraph up. I need the airport up. Right, we're doing 06. You can't see where I am. There I am. So we're going to probably push back nose right. So we're going to pre-plan that push. Pre-plan. We're not doing that way. We're doing this way, probably. I'm assuming that's where he's going to send me.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting some hitching on the PC, I'm not going to lie. Even my GPU's running hot today. My GPU's running at 70 degrees. I've never seen it run that hot. Make sure we put the squawk in. 6476. Turn the transponder on. Turn that on. Like that. Thank you. Right, we're pretty much ready to go. That's on, we'll put that on ready to go, that's ready, everything is good to go, fuel pump's already on. Initial climb out of Talar, that's a good question, let's have a switch back. Initial climb out of Talar is 6,000 feet, so that's what we'll put in. 6,000, oh, 6. That's, why have I got a heading thingy? That's fine. Right, Eindhoven. I am going to preload the arrival in. What? We're doing the Lanzo 4 Echo arrival for Eindhoven runway 21. It's got me thingied in for. So it'll be probably 21 Zulu. Lanzo 4 Echo arrival. Ooh, it wants the. Let's have a look. Approach. We'll program. Hang on, let me switch back EFB. Let you guys see. Lanzo 4 Echo. Got ILS. What runway did I just say? 21 Zulu. So we'll set ILS 21 Zulu. Well. I think it's just going to be final. Yeah, we'll come straight from Ipsas. So we'll say
good morning, Edelweiss 311 Juliet, type A320 with information Charlie, requesting clearance to Zurich, please.
Edelweiss 311 Charlie, Edinburgh ground, good morning. Just confirm your aircraft type for me, please.
Type A320, Edelweiss 311 Juliet.
Edelweiss 311 Juliet, I do have a very slight reroute for you. Would you like that sent over in text?
Yes, please.
I'll send that over shortly.
Thanks.
Right, and we're ready to go. And ground Alpaca 6 Echo Echo, stand 9, ready for push and start.
Alpaca 6 Echo Echo. Push and start. Proof facing west.
Push start through, face west, Alpaca 6 Echo Echo. Right, you ready to get going?
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's on board.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Oh. Let's call the truck.
Ground to cockpit. Turn is driving up.
It's weird, she said she's over max loading weight, 0 fuel weight, but... Just trying to see if there's anything I can do to just try and ease off on the frame rate if possible. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I always go Zulu. I always assume Zulu because of it's a Cat C aircraft, so usually Zulu indicates like, do you know what I mean? But it's fine. We'll make it work. Right, that's on. That's on. That's on. Ignition is on.
Cockpit to ground.
Let's do the pushback thing.
Go ahead.
I need to put a beacon light on, don't I?
Hi there, we're ready to start pushback.
Ground to cockpit.
So connection
Go ahead.
bypass pin inserted. Release
Call
parking
me when
brake.
you require pushback.
Well, I just did.
We're all set, so feel free to get connected and start when ready.
Roger. Ground tow is connecting.
Roger.
Right, that's on. That's on. Just wait for SLC to catch up.
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Just a reminder, if you're using software to track your virtual airline flights, you might want to start it now if you haven't already.
Roger.
Right. No, I've started it all. We're all good. We're all good.
Roger. Ground tow is connecting.
Roger.
Roger. Roger Dodger, come on. Hurry up, SLC. Just get on with it. Yeah, this is something I definitely think Steve, the developer of SLC, has to work, you know. It's just, I get why it's a pain for him, but yeah, it needs just a little bit of finessing. It's better, that's fixed. All the doors are closed, we're good to go. I've just got to wait for him to say ready. Yeah, this is Focus, one of the viewers, by the way, on the on ground. Much appreciated for jumping on. I'm sure he didn't do it especially for me, but
Go ahead.
I just thought I'd better say thank you anyway.
Just a reminder, if you're using software to track your virtual airline flights, you might want to start it now if you haven't already.
Roger.
I've just said, am I losing the plot here?
Ground to cockpit.
Go ahead.
Tow is connected. Release parking brakes when ready to push back.
Roger. The parking brake is off.
Pushback and you may start
Roger.
engines.
Tow is attached. Steering pin is inserted. Stand by while we start pushback.
Thank you, mate. It's much appreciated.
Okay, Captain. We're clear of the stand and you're free to start engines.
Starting engine 2.
Roger.
Device 311 Juliet with the new routing ready for clearance again. 311 Juliet. Cleared to, apologies, 1 sec. One Juliet, cleared to Zurich and Scotland 1 Delta departure, squawk 50.
Right, I'm going to switch to blind view, alright? So I'll see you afterwards.
Scotland 1 Delta departure and squawk 5013 for otherwise 311 Juliet. 1 Juliet, readback is correct. Contact back when ready.
Starting number 1.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures for descent.
Edinburgh ground, Echo Sierra Oscar, Cessna 172, receive Charlie, request taxi for departure.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Oscar 172, stand by. I'll contact you back.
Right, there's available. Get the APU off. Right. Hope everything's still standing okay, guys. If there isn't or there's any problems, just give me a shout, alright?
Parking brake is set. Roger. Stand by. Please keep your parking brake on while we monitor engine startup and disconnect the tow. Okay, Captain. Looks like a good startup on all engines and tow is disconnected. Nose wheel is free, so you're good to go. We'll get ourselves disconnected now, so have a safe flight. Look out for the pin on the left, and we'll see you next time.
Tow is disconnected and bypass
Thanks
pin
very
has
much.
been removed.
Pin on the left,
Hand
we'll see
signal
you
on the
again
left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Ground to cockpit.
Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to just going to disable that in a minute, just to make sure. Out the window. Come on, show me the pin. Beautiful. Right, let me pull up my airport chart again for Edinburgh. Let me switch so you guys can see. I'm expecting, what am I on? Foxtrot Echo Alpha. It's always good to pre-plan, so I'm expecting Foxtrot Echo Alpha, hold Alpha 1. And ground Alpaca 6 Echo Echo, ready for taxi. You heard that. Stupid bug on the tow list keeps
Echo, taxi to holding point Alpha 1, runway 06 via Foxtrot, Echo and Alpha.
See, good, a little bit of pre-planning there. Taxi holding point Alpha 1 via Foxtrot, Echo and Alpha for Alpaca 6 Echo Echo. And that is why you always check the charts first. Right, so we're going to do a flight control check now. We're going to go full down, full up, full left, full right, rudder, full left, rudder, full right, and neutral. And all good. Do we have any trim?
11 Juliet, push and start approved.
Up 0.4, so we'll set the trim. There's 0.4. That is all done. All good, all good. Spoilers round.
Go 172.
I'm just going to put TARA on now. I'll also put the weather radar
do
on
you
now.
have a final destination that you are going to? So are you leaving the
Right, weather radar's on, terrain radar is on. Cabin has been out. We'll do the takeoff conference chest now. We're good. Everything is up and on. We'll turn the taxi lights on.
One second, let me just
And we'll turn the turn-offs on now because we are quite close to the runway. All good, everything else. We are good for taxi. Release the parking brake. Give me a bit of revs. Make sure we're moving. We're moving. Do a brake check. Yep, brakes are working. And we're on our way. So Foxtrot, which is down the end here, should be our next right is Echo right here, as per the EFB. So I can show you here. So I can switch between the two. Or just pause the music in there. Save me some.
Echo Sierra Oscar 172. You'll receive clearance at the hold from Edinburgh Tower. Startup is approved. Just let me know when ready for taxi.
Oh.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Echo Sierra
Oscar, ready for taxi.
Thanks a lot.
Echo Sierra Oscar, apologies, also Squawk 0411.
So this is Echo. Straight onto Alpha.
Squawk 0411, Echo Sierra Oscar.
We're almost ready actually, so you can take your seats now.
No problem.
Cool.
All stations, take off positions, please.
There you go. So I've told the cabin crew immediately. Right. So we're on Alpha now. I can show you. We're on Alpha. We're just going to head right the way down.
172,
Nice and simple, no
taxi
messing about.
to holding point, Bravo.
So what I'm going to do is on the EFB, I'm going to swap to the Tower so I can see what I'm doing.
Via Echo, Alpha and Bravo.
And then we'll be getting going. Terrain radars on. Everything's good to go. Got nothing on.
B1, 4 runway 06 via Echo, Alpha Bravo, Oscar, Echo Sierra Oscar.
The only thing I've got blue is ding the cabin, and that's all I have to do. Frame rate is stable. I am going to hit it to max FPS now, just in case. Hit about 50 frames, so that's fine. So we're going to Alpha 1, which is right away down the end. Nice and simple. Briefing is straight up runway heading, and then about 7 DME from India Victor Golf. We'll do a right-hand turn to heading 144. So pretty simple. It's all in the FMC. We'll just follow the flight director as required. If there's any problems, we'll just level out and we'll go from there. Is there tower on? There is. So we'll tune him in now. 1187. Another little top tip there. Always have your next station ready to go.
Alpaca 6 Echo, Echo contacts Edinburgh Tower on 118.7. Have a good flight, bye-bye.
Go to Tower 118.7, thanks very much for the help, focus. See you later, mate. Take care.
Please, Benny.
Tower. Edinburgh Tower, good morning. Alpaca 6 Echo Echo with you heading for Alpha 1.
Alpaca 6 Echo Echo,
ready for takeoff, Alpaca 6 Echo Echo. Right, we're good to go. So I've dinged the cabin. Make sure they're all... No, it's fine. They're all ready to go. Cool. We're good to go. So, we all ready? Yeah, I'm using X-Plane. I was basically just a frame rate thingy, so I've hit it to max FPS. I just don't want there to be any issues. I'm getting about 50 at the minute, so that's all right. So we're ready to go. Yeah, I definitely think Guise Sims Edinburgh is very laggy on the frame, so I'm glad my frame rate's coming up a bit. I was just getting a bit worried then, but my computer is still running quite hot. I am a bit worried about it, I'm not going to lie. But I don't mind doing streams with technical issues because I'm a bit thingy on it. I want the stream to go well, but I'm also, if it helps you guys, if you guys are any X-planers or you're having technical issues, you know, I definitely think it's right. We'll turn the landing lights on. We're going to take off. Get the lights on. Here's Alpha 1. So we clear for takeoff. We'll just bring it round, straight line up, no making about, hit the chrono and go. Hope the audio quality, I hope you can hear the engines and everything all right. Clear on the left, nothing on the TCAS, we're good. Landing lights should be now on. Right, let's get this show on the road. Bring it around. Ooh. Little tap on the brake. Bring around, bring around, bring around, bring around, bring around. Straight her out. I'm a little bit off. That's right, we can quickly correct that. Right, I'm going to lock it in, hit the chrono, pull down on the nose, give me 50. I'll straighten her up with rudder. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Go. Manflex, SRS runway, auto thrusters blue. Ah, blue, double D, double da, double D, double da, double D, double da. Just wants to go to the left, so I'm just trying to correct. There's 100, bring the stick neutral. 120. There's V1. There's rotate. Come on, up you go. Whoa, she didn't want to get up then. Come on. Positive brake. Gear up. Immediate left turn. It's weird, it doesn't really show immediate left turn on the chart. Oh, there goes frame rate a bit. Whoa.
Like I said, I got headlights, Unicorn 122, that's late to the light.
Go to Unicorn 122, decimal 8, thanks very much, have a good one out, back in 6 seconds, okay. I've got to do the EasyJet roll in the performance, but never mind. That's fine, we're past 2,000 anyway, we're climbing to 250. We're bang on the money. Frame rate's fine.
Echo Sierra Oscar, request airway clearance.
Speed check, flap 0.
Echo Sierra Oscar 170, Edinburgh Tower, hello. Hold position after departure, runway 06, left turn out,
Autopilot's engaged.
Edinburgh control center to the west, routing via the Polmont lane, not above altitude 2,000 feet.
Outside you.
PNH 1720,
Just really turn the labels off.
0441.
Okay. Bye, Edinburgh. I haven't got any auto for Edinburgh, I really need to get some.
Echo Sierra Oscar, holding short, runway 06.
I'm in nice and steady.
For left-hand west departure, 2,000 feet VFR squawk.
Disarm ground spoilers, disarm the ignition, landing lights can come on.
Just confirm it's not above
And safety
altitude
all the lights.
the QH is 1020.
Most vehicles should be on quickly. Thank you. Now making our right hand turn as per the EFB.
QNH 1030.
So there we go, just making our right hand turn now.
QH 1020. And then via the Polmont lane.
He's already handed me off. He'd already handed me off to Unicom. There's 6,000, so we'll stay at 6,000 because we're on Unicom. We'll do the SID correctly, so we'll stay at 6,000 till Tala. There's the intercept because we've got to intercept the Tala VOR. Going perfectly. Yeah, no, he didn't even ask for reporting, he just literally, as soon as I did complete that left turn off runway heading, he just immediately went, go to Unicom. Oh yeah, I can see there is a left turn, there was a left turn on the EFB, look. It was so small, I didn't even notice it, look, you see it there. It's runway heading, then immediate left turn, heading 044. That's fine. I caught it. I think we can switch back to camera now. Right, that's pretty simple. Well, we are on Unicom. I'm not really one for sort of disobeying the SID though. How are we doing? What is our 330? Yeah, we can probably climb. We're going to climb. We'll get out of Edinburgh's way. Actually, just climb normally. There we go. Oh, she's keeping the altitude constraint. She doesn't want to climb. Okay, we'll say 6,000 then. Get to see some beautiful, well, I say beautiful scenery. It's not great scenery because it's ortho, but not looking too bad. So yeah, one thing I have done is I've disabled loads of plugins because of my issues I've been having with X-Plane and stuttering. So I'm hoping we're not going to have any landing rate issues. Right, I'm going to turn off the train. I don't need that. Weather's kind of more important. So yeah, did everyone see the new feature on SimBrief? You can now pull up the weather. We've now got a weather radar built into SimBrief. so you can like zoom in and see what's going on and see where there's any bad spots of weather. You've also got apparently telemetry, but I don't know how that works, but apparently it pulls it from the sim, but I'm not quite sure how that works. It's definitely not working on mine. No, definitely not working on mine, but that's fine because I'm going through a web browser and then, yeah. Does the route take that away? Oh no, the route does that. Oh, okay. That's cool. So they've given me like kind of like touch buttons so I can hide the route at the top of the bar and then I can hide the left hand side as well. There you go. That's pretty cool. But yeah, they've now added a weather system into SimBrief so you can see if there's any bad spots of weather. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not Musfors. I mean, you can get it to look very close. I'm not going to lie, you can get it looking very close to Musfors if you've got decent ortho. But yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Like I said, you know me, Faye. You know I've always said from the get that Musfors has always been much better. With, I mean, the photogrammetry is 10 out of 10. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of a lot of the air. I mean, the fly-by-wire, yeah, I'll give you that, but that's like, you know, that's like the Musfors version of Zebo, basically. But all the other, I'm not really a fan of Phoenix. Do you know what I mean? I'm certainly not a fan of PMDG, so it's like, I'm a bit, I should do what that guy's done. Have you seen that guy that's done a real-life sim? And he's done it so he's flying X-plane aircraft with Musfors scenery. I don't know how, but he is. So yeah, my biggest issue at the minute is definitely just with the aircraft at the minute. I'm not a fan. So we're inbound to Tala now. We're staying at 6,000 feet, which is absolutely fine. We're programmed in for the climb, so as soon as we pass Tala, we'll do the climb. I'm doing everything the correct way because I'm staying with the Sid. So yeah, it seems a bit weird that you have to stay at 6,000 for this way. I'm guessing they would have definitely been climbed, but I'm on Unicom, so I'm going to keep it on there for now. I'm ready for the climb. The plane will auto-climb once she's past Tala, and then we'll just climb up. Frame rate's done a bit better now. I definitely think the Gaia Edinburgh scenery is very heavy on the frames. And it was worrying me because I also knew my PC was running very hot, so I was just a bit like, I just didn't want to push my luck, and I didn't want to have a sim crash. Right, everything's going good. So yeah, I've actually got a decision to make, actually, because obviously starting tomorrow, all my kids are back at school. Do I move my camera back, or do I leave it here now? I'm not quite sure which way to do it now. I can hear the dinging, the passengers are dinging, cabin crew all the time. Ding, ding, ding. It's like, yeah, I know. Well, we're bang on time for departure, which is going very well. Just coming into Tala now. We're about 6 miles from Tala. And then we just do this left turn, and I think as soon as we do the left turn, the plane's going to start to climb up to 33,000 feet. Nice and simple. And then once we complete the turn, I'll probably ding the lights off. Job done. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the other day as well. Thank you, Fate, for the bits. I did see you dropped 100 bits. Yeah, we need a bit alert. You probably need to go annoy Dan. Actually, I need to have a word with Dan. Actually, I think he's busy at the minute. He's got a mentoring session. There we go. There's the climb. There goes the engines. Let's look out the wing. Whee! Right, we're climbing up so we can ping standards. Just going up like a rocket. Of course, she's not mucking about. 4,000 feet a minute climb. She's going. In fact, she actually exceeded 250 knots. Whoopsie. Cool. There's the level. I think as soon as we pass Haven, waypoint, yeah, well, as soon as we pass waypoint, well, we're going to go 10,000 feet any minute now. And then the plane should pitch down to pick up speed, and then I'll ding the seatbelt signs off. There's 10,000. There she goes. It's going to pitch down. Come on, aircraft, pitch down. There we go. Now I'll ding the seatbelt off. Cool. So let's have a look at my passengers in the layout. I just had a weird noise, so I don't know what that was. There you go. I don't know why. So why was my passengers one so transparent? Did I do something to it? Filters.
Then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around
I don't know why it's so...
However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
So yeah, they're all moving around. Hang on, can I close that? Transparency, is that a thing? User interface. Master opacity. Yeah, we'll go full. And then close that, and then reopen it again. There we go, that's a bit better.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will be starting the in-flight drinks
So, yeah.
service. If you could please ensure all aisles are clear and bags are placed in the overhead lockers, that would be much appreciated. Thank you.
You can see the cabin crew moving around. Bit of a weird layout, this one, actually, because I've got 2 toilets at the back of the plane, but I've got no toilets at the front of the plane. It's a bit of a weird one. Okay. I fixed it. So if I click that as well, can you see that? Yes, cool. Beautiful. So yeah, no issues at the minute, everything's going fine, drink service is about to start, all toilets being used. Beautiful. 144 on board, 77 secured. Lovely. Oh, we'll put the music back on.
Gentlemen,
Let's have my drink.
we are about to serve our hot drinks menu. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
Right. So I'm going to just properly hide the camera away just for a second. Because I have actually got some chocky biscuits, so I'm going to have some chocky biscuit. Everyone's getting served. Why do they make biscuit traffic so hard to bloody undo? Really annoying. Lovely. Right, chocky biscuit for me. So yeah, running. I think this is all economy seating. I'm pretty sure it's all economy. Yeah, economy, economy, economy. Yeah, all economy. I need to actually. I just realised actually the emergency doors ain't in on this layout. But yeah, I do love Subway and Cargo. Such a good add-on. I'll just get my prediction and they sort of really. Okay. So where are we at the minute? We are somewhere. Cockpit. Just coming over Newcastle. Cool. Oh yeah, Faye, I know you had a question about what happened yesterday. If you want, you can ping me and I'll let you know if you want. Right. What I'm also going to do is look up, have we got any London on at the minute? No. No London at all. Beautiful. So we'll be on Unicom all the way. Yeah, alright, mate. The guy, just ask him. if you've got your stream on full blast, can you still hear the aircraft, or is the aircraft too quiet? It's so hard to gauge because in my headset right now I can hear the music, I can just hear the engines and the aircraft, and then SLC sounds really loud, so I can hear the passengers, but they sound really loud in my ear. Alright, Faith. Well, hello to the 15 of you watching. I hope you're all doing well. Cheers, Faith. Much appreciated as always, mate. Keeping everyone in the chat company. Thank you very much. So yeah, like I said, if you guys are listening in the chat or whatever, we much appreciate it. Just a little bit of feedback if possible. It's very hard to gauge because what it sounds like down my, because I'm listening to what you guys can hear in my headset, and it's very hard to gauge what. Oh, thank you, Dagago. I'm glad. My frame rate's much improved as well. I'm at now 60 frames, which is perfect. I just think maybe Edinburgh is very, very heavy on the frames, which is fine. So SLC is completely pooped and it's gone nope. Seems to be back though. We're back on the network. Whoa, Reese, 121212221212121212. Right, so SLC has completely died. That stored flight. Continue. Cool. That's back and running. Right. Cool. Yeah, good. Right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. God bless autosave. Yeah, Swampy. absolutely no idea why that did that. But she seems, again, she's running perfectly fine. Yeah, hello Dan, you picked a great time to show up. Uh-oh. What? What's happened, Dan? Yeah. One of the other reasons why I love Toner Save is Toner's thing, like I said, every 5 minutes just saves it. It's just, oh, okay. Hello, mate. Do you want privacy? Because you're on stream.
No, it's fine. I can. It's not a private thing. Don't worry.
Do you want to say hello to everyone in chat?
Hi everybody. Sorry. Hi. I forgot I'm not live with you. Hi.
Hi. Well, I just had fun because my computer just completely hard locked.
I guessed something had gone on because I came on to sort of see it and I was like, oh, I thought you were streaming. Where is he? What's going on?
Yeah. Literally, I was flying just like I am right now. Everything was fine. Everything was loaded. I just literally went, let's have a look in the FMC. Went to hit a button and the whole computer just froze. And I was like, But it was a weird one. It was like everything on my screens had frozen completely solid. But yet I could still hear the Spotify playing normally.
All right. That's very weird. That is strange.
Yeah, so it's back.
Another hashtag Spoony computer fail.
Yeah. Go on in, your turn, go for it.
So, I logged on Heathrow Director live on the network with Fraser Cooper as my mentor.
Yeah.
We were on for about 20 minutes.
Right.
And literally, we had pilots arguing on frequency with us. We had pilots taking off in the wrong direction. We had one pilot who wouldn't do what he was told. Well, he said that he was, but like he was told to fly heading 18. He was told to fly heading 180, and he was flying north. We had people being arsey on frequency, arguing just generally, and it was a pain because no one was listening. No one was listening in the air or doing what they'd been asked. People on the ground were getting annoyed because everyone was talking over on frequency. They couldn't get off the ground. They couldn't request clearance, etc., etc. So in the end, Fraser had a massive go at everyone and basically said, "We're logging off. We're not doing this. It's not fair to the student that's trying to get his endorsement, and this is just ridiculous."
Oh my God!
He's just sort of said, "There's no point." Really apologetic because there's no point being honest because they're not going to listen, and it's the worst I've ever seen on Batson.
Really?
Pilots doing what they're told and listening. This one lad was saying that he's going to get Fraser banned from Batson because of what he said, like how he spoke. And Fraser was perfectly professional. He said, if you can't fly a heading, if you can't control your aircraft, you shouldn't be flying on the network. You need to get off. Like, you're flying all over the place. You're ruining it for everyone. He was less than a mile. At one point, completely off his own back, an aircraft that was doing what it was told on the ILS. He came within a mile of him at the same height. And that's honestly, it was awful. So.
Wow.
Fraser, we are rescheduling and going to try again another day.
Oh yeah! Oh my days! I mean, because don't get me wrong, you sometimes you have a bad run-in with one person who's just being an arse, but to have multiple and then give you the absolute stick back.
It's like we had one pilot. He called me miles away. He was up near like East Midlands.
Yeah.
So I said to him, "Call me back when you're approaching Bovingdon, like level 80.
Yeah.
And he just flew straight through Bovingdon, didn't contact me, ignored me and it just like, what's the point?
Wow.
So yeah, Fraser's just like, fair play to him. He's just like, there's no point. doing this. There's no point like being here and trying to do this because it's not conducive. So
I hope you got that guy sitting who was giving you stick.
I would assume Fraser has, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, in fairness, it was Fraser who was going to stick to because Fraser properly sort of shouted at him, but he was right to. He was like Fraser gave him heading 180 off Bobbington. It's basically taking directly south across the top of the airfield because it was too high and it was too fast, and he was doing like 350 knots, 10,000 feet. And then when Fraser was like, you need to, please fly the heading I'm giving you, he was like, I am flying 180, and you're like, well, you're not, because you're flying east and turning to the north, and now you're flying north, so just absolutely ridiculous.
Wow, and then be fucking giving him lip for it.
I know.
Wow, that is a shocker.
So, yeah, that was my 20 minutes on Heathrow Director in which I barely controlled any planes. On a completely different note and completely random sidestep, what is your VATSIM CID?
134.
Yeah.
9331.
931. So I'm setting up a filter on. Why is it not showing you? Setting up a thingy filter on that spy so it highlights you when you're flying.
Okay, yeah. Twins. Someone in the chat, the garbage put your head down. It's a trend to see at more airports. Kids doing the same crap. Also, on Mus for servers, and then they start to do the same on VATSIM. Their fun is to disturb everything, which the VATSIM mods will take better action. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Well, that's what Fraser said. He dot walloped a few people, and there were no supervisors online. So it was like, there's no point. They either need to have more supervisors, or there needs to be a better way of. Because it ruins it for everyone else. And if you have an aircraft not doing as it's told, and there's no SUPs online, what are you supposed to do? You're stuck.
Yeah.
So that's my fun this morning.
Because I had that, what was it? On my Gatwick stream on Monday, that KLM, and I dot walloped, and I tried to get hold of him, dot walloped him again, and about 3 times I dot walloped him because he bust through clip delivery, so that was his first. Then he bust through me as ground and was just taxiing as it was. Then he bust into tower, nearly runway incursion, so 3 times. And then finally he got a hold of me and he's like, "You've cleared me," and I'm like, "Mate, you're full of shit. You haven't. You're absolutely full of absolute dog shit. You haven't."
Was that like that KLM?
It was the KLM that was filed Gatwick to JFK direct.
Yeah. So did you see the thing I dropped in the Discord? Yesterday, I think it was. I was on Heathrow Tower yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And let me find it. There we go. Copy image. Let me direct message it to you. So I was on Heathrow, and he contacted me whilst on the ground at Gatwick, asking for clearance, asking for taxi. That was his new flight plan.
Hang on, let me have 1 second. Let's have a look at that. Oh, that's great.
And then he was like, you're on Surly Dev. Wallop is the command in Euroscope. It basically sends a message out to the supervisors on the supervisor channel, and they so if you basically need to get rid of someone, wallop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they contacted me for clearance, and he was just like for taxi, and I said, well, you're not on the ground at Heathrow, so you need to continue on with Unicom. Okay, but can you give me clearance? I was like, no, I can't. And then 5 minutes later, KLM 248 ready for takeoff. I was like, just fucking go on Unicom, please.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, this is definitely becoming a thing, isn't it? I definitely think like controllers should. Calling a supervisor is one thing, but I think at the very least we should be allowed to feedback the pilots and just say, look, this was awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's done this, he's been rude, I've got a clip of it, recording, etc., and file it away. And then a supervisor can see it later on and be like, wow, yeah, no, that was bad, and then deal with it.
See, I have been told by a supervisor in the past that if someone is doing basically stuff that they shouldn't be doing, take screenshots of it. So, like, if they connect on an active runway and stuff like that, take screenshots to sort of support what's gone on, and you can report it sort of in retrospect, if that's the right word.
Yeah.
In hindsight, whatever. You can report it after, if there's no supervisors on hind.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was just going to answer him as well. Certainly, Dev, .wallop is the command we use in when we're doing air traffic controlling. If someone's breaking the rules, we hit the command .wallop, and it basically calls a supervisor to say, help, we need help. This person's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So that's why we say when we .wallop someone, that is, we're calling a supervisor. And yes, Unicom is basically just like a global frequency that everyone goes on if there's no controllers.
I believe in America they have almost equivalent. In real world they have almost like Unicom-esque frequencies for certain areas. So it might be like airports where there's no actually ATC. They just have like a frequency for that airport where you announce your intentions. So like like general aviation or like little airfields, and you'll just sort of say like we're taxiing to this runway and we're taking off this runway, departing to the north or whatever, as like a VFR aircraft. Unicom's the same thing on that sim, and it's just like Spoony says, it's global.
Yeah. So it's just like a giant it's like a broadcast frequency basically.
So I've had a similar situation. Sorry.
No, go. You go. Read it.
No, sorry. I've had a similar situation in Manchester. Went straight through delivery, no clearance. Suddenly pushed back and began taxiing across the airfield whilst I was on ground, controlling about 20 aircraft. Still no contact, and then called me for takeoff halfway down the runway when Towel was on as well. Was extremely frustrating. Yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a really difficult one because you'd want. There's a big argument for like controllers having more power to. I was having supervisor powers to be able to remove aircraft and stuff like that, but in the same vein, it opens it up to abuse, doesn't it? People are going to abuse it, and it's how do you police its correct usage?
Yeah.
Because I know with supervisors, they have to be able to document, like So like I've had it before where they've asked me like when I first sent the first contact me, say like to an unresponsive aircraft. So that because I think they have to give them so much time to respond. Obviously, with the code of conduct, you can be away from the cockpit for a set amount of time, can't you?
Yeah.
So it is a dead difficult one, but it is a shame because it just spoils it for everyone. And it's like I don't mind. I've had people before that have connected on the active runway. I've sent them a personal direct message and been like, look, you connect on the active runway. Please, can you do this? Like can you connect on a stand? And they've messaged back like, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm quite new to this. Yeah, I'll do that. Reload on a stand, and yeah, they need help in talking through, but they do everything properly, and they make an effort, and that's fine, isn't it? It's you don't mind helping people when they're at least trying, but you get some people that I don't know what it is. They just almost don't seem bothered. Like they're just like, oh, I'll just do what I want and connect so that I can see other airplanes. Well, if you want to do that, just use real-world traffic in MSFS or connect. Don't connect to VATSIM because that's not what VATSIM is. It's not what VATSIM's for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah, completely agree. Like I said, and also the one thing as well that I think VATSIM definitely needs to sort of think about is. Obviously, like with what's just happened with you, if you're getting verbal abuse, how do you you can't screen grab that? Do you know what I mean?
No.
So how you know what I'm saying? So if someone's giving you stick down the frequency and gobbing off at you, how do you unless you've got something like OBS in the background recording, you're not going to get a clip of it, are you?
No, it's the thing I think everyone needs to remember, and a lot of people forget this. There's a lot of pilots out there who are very. They've got a sense of. Oh God, I've got two passengers, two new followers. Sorry.
Yeah. Hot Pursuit Cappy, thank you very much for the follow, and Cork I234, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board to both of you. Focus, he's gonna have to go. Yeah. It's not even just that. It's just some people are just. I'm sorry, they're just dickheads. And it's just like they just think they can just talk to anyone like shit, and it's just like, nah, mate.
Well, I think it's that, and it's things like people just. There's no. I mean, I know it happens in real world, but like, an aircraft called up, people connect to frequency, they tune into a frequency, and they smash the transmit button straight away.
Yeah.
And it's like, there was one, I literally was in the middle of giving a guy an instruction. This was part of the reason we disconnected. And this pilot came on frequency and just said his call sign. I'm like, that's not useful. That's not helpful at all.
No. What was that? Sorry. Test pilot 7759, thank you very much. Welcome on board to EGPH TV.
Smashing out the follow.
Yeah.
Only 21 to go till 500.
Wow. Thank you so much to everyone. Much appreciated.
Alright, I'm going to
yeah, that's just insane. If I was ever on ground or something and I had someone giving me shit like that, I'd just flat ignore them from there on out. I'd just like get stuff that I ain't serving you.
Yeah. It's difficult because like they're obviously they're like but like with that, people just shout like having to go on frequency and being arseholes on frequency, and you're like, that's just not fair on everyone else. No. Think about everyone else. Everyone that does this is, everyone that does this is what do you call it? We're all volunteers. Yeah. That's the word. We're all volunteers. We all do this sort of in our own time, and we don't deserve to be abused. We don't deserve to be sort of moaned at. We don't, and like people, I've had people being really offensive to other people on the chat.
Yeah.
On frequency, like really offensive to other pilots for no reason, and it's just absolutely Dan rant.
Yeah, I just saw that as well from Bigargo.
I need to set that one up, don't I? I do occasionally have rants.
Yeah.
It's Spoony rubs off on me. But yeah, it's like, none of us are perfect. I make mistakes on that sim, and Spoony makes mistakes on that sim. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah? Even real world pilots and real world ATC, they make mistakes in what they're saying, or they don't say the right thing, or they'll but people just need to chill out a little bit.
Yeah.
Give everyone a little bit of, a bit of leeway and a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. And if you're in the wrong, just be honest and in the wrong. Like this pilot that was just not listening to instructions. Oh, sorry. He said he was listening, and this is what I said to Fraser. There's a big difference between listening to the instructions and actually following them. And he was like, "Oh, my airplane's not doing what it's told. It's not turning to 180."
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain.
I mean, like,
Toblerone, thank you very much for the resub. 2 months at the Call Sign Club. Thank you very much, mate. It's much appreciated. Yeah.
Nice one, Toblerone. Thanks for the sub, mate.
Yeah, much appreciated. And hello to the 20 of you still watching. Hope you're all doing well.
Surly Dev, welcome back. We're no longer lurking.
This is Spoony Stream Part 2, because computer just decided to completely lock up on me for no reason. I have not a clue. I've never seen it. Because usually when the computer hard locks, it just goes like, and if you've got something playing, it'll go like,
It sounds very much though, if it locked, is it a graphics card?
It seems, yeah, I'm guessing graphics card more than anything, but I don't know why.
Which is a bit strange, but because you've got a decent graphics card, so it shouldn't be.
No. Just a weird one. Just a weird one. Like I say, I'm doing it now, and it's purring. It's absolutely fine. Frame rate is bang on the money. I'm getting 6 frames. Everything's fine. It's just weird.
Nice.
So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I mean, I've had. Yeah, it's just some people. Like I said, and this is how many times have we had this conversation where we've said, if you're new on frequency or whatever, or you're struggling, it's absolutely fine. We've got all the time in the world for you. It's just if you're being intentionally or unintentionally just like completely not having a sodding clue what you're doing, like just a basic understanding principle of what you're doing, then you're just causing yourself a problem
Absolutely.
And then if you then do that and then be stupid and gob off at us on top, then I'm just going to tell you to piss off.
So Corky234 says it's a struggle with how much power to kick someone you give to the controllers and the expected manners professionalism in VATSIM.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what we were saying earlier. It would be a good, there's a big argument for giving controllers the power to kick people or the power to remove people.
I think a good thing would be if they ever maybe did a system like that is say, look, yada yada yada, you have the power to ban. However, or like basically boot them. Say like if this guy with you on Heathrow, if he was being rude and abusive to you in Fraser, you have the power to boot him, but to make it a ban, then like someone has to be recording the session. And then you're able to dump a clip and say, right, here's why I booted him, here's the clip. And VATSIM Soups can go, whoa, yeah, no, that's ban worthy, and then go on with that.
Or even have it so that, like, if you boot someone, it's obviously, it should, it's logged and it gets reviewed and you have to essentially have to go and fill out a form for it.
Yeah.
You have to, like, log on to VATSIM and fill out, like, and basically detail what's happened, and they can look yes or no. And then if people are abusing it, so if you kick someone and you don't fill out the form, you get into trouble and potentially have that power removed. Or if you kick someone, fill out the form, and it's like ridiculous, then you can get the power removed as well.
So I think ban powers to keep with the Soups, but at least give controllers, depending on their rating as well, maybe not give S1s it, but maybe like S3s and up or something like that, or do you know, see what I'm saying? Make it restrictive, but at least give them the power to kick, and it lasts for a few hours just to get them out of the situation. So if you've got like a idiot runway incursion or someone giving you rude and abuse, you can just kick them and they're out.
I don't know how easy it would be, but force them into observer mode, so they carry on their flight, but they're not on, and they're still connected, but they're not showing up on anyone's sort of. I don't know.
And have the system kick them and say, you've been kicked, you've been put in observer mode, yada yada yada, you'll get an email about this, for da 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 da.
I will be back in a second.
Yeah, okay, your phone, go. Yeah, I definitely think something like that would probably be required. I think that would be a good idea to go. What's test pilot, just put my 2P, I found the majority of conflicts are due to those. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, test pilot, if someone's new, I've got all the time in the world. There are just some pilot, it's hard to really articulate what I mean, but there've just been so many instances where I've had a pilot that clearly knew, but they just have completely no basic understanding of what it is they need to be doing. They just come on and they're like, yeah, can I have clearance please? And you're like, okay, I need your aircraft type, your stand number, where you're going, like things like that. And then they go, and then they ask me that, and they go, and then they just ignore me, and they go, can I have clearance to get the clearance? Can I go to request taxi? And I'm like, what are you doing? I've just said to you, I need these details. You never answered. Like there was this one guy, he was Stanley. He was my first one I ever really blew up with, because he was just like. He was not listening to me. I was asking him questions, he was not answering me, and his equivalent was just basically shout down the frequency at me. Can I request taxi? Taxi, please. And it's like, no. No, simple as that. Aviator 21. Oh, what? Thank you. What? What's it? It's just followed and it's broke. Thank you for the follow, random passenger brackets Aviator 21 Roundel. I don't know what. So.
That's me. I've broken it. Sorry, that's my fault.
Was that you? You break. Oh, it was down. Okay.
Hang on. What have I done? Oh, because it doesn't have the R in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
And like I said, if it's a text message, you can easily screen grab it. The issue is particularly with voice pilots, like what Dan just had, is how do you record audio?
Yeah. Ah, Date Weaver, hello.
Oh, he's back, is he?
He's back.
He's back.
Yeah, the general, I mean, it's we're not expecting people to be perfect. I mean, Test Pilot says, just to put 2P in the mix, I find majority of ATC and pilot conflicts are due to those who cannot control their aircraft or understand how system works. Yeah, that is a big issue, and the code of conduct does say that you should be able to control your aircraft and follow basic instructions: fly, headings, fly, you know, maintain and descend, climb to altitudes, maintain speeds, etc. People can't even do that, and this thing of like, you know, I've had people that have been like, you give them a heading, they're not flying it, and they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, something's going on with the plane, I'm not sure, I'm going to disconnect, sorry. And then and you're like, oh, don't worry about it. Yeah. It happens, you know, we've all had it where we're flying and
something's just gone wrong, or
something goes and does its own thing. But it's when people start getting up, well, I can fly my aircraft, and you're like, no, you can't, because I've told you to fly this heading. And it's so frustrating as an S3 when I'm doing like director and stuff like that. It's so frustrating. When it's quiet, it's fine, because you've got the time to spend with each individual aircraft, and you've got that time to go, you know, oh, I'm sorry, I can't, you know, I'm struggling with my plane a little bit. It's like, no worries, turn to this heading, or do this, or do whatever. Yeah, that's fine. It's when it's busy, and like I've had to tell people before, and I always try and be polite, I always try and be S3, so that's my controller role, so it's like what you basically from like approach, director, radar, down.
Whereas I'm an S1, so I can only do ground.
Delivery.
Oh, and delivery, yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, it's like there's no need to be rude. I'm always polite with people, and I will sort of say, look, you know, I'm really sorry, but it's really busy. If you can't fly simple headings,
if you can't understand the basic concept of turn left heading 120, then you've got a problem.
Oh, it does sound like I'm underwater a little bit on the stream. Fish tank.
Your volume's up and fine. You should be alright.
It's alright. I went a bit crackly, but I think it's fine now. Yeah. I'm sorry, if you can't fly the simple heading, or you can't maintain out, you can't do this, then you need to go. You know, you need to go. You need to disconnect. You need to go and practice your aircraft. And I've got it set up in my alias now, like I think it's .new or whatever. I can't remember what it is exactly. I'd have to have another look because I've not used it for a little while. But it sends the pilot a link to, like the new controller the new pilot information on the Batson website. Yeah. Just to sort of say, like, look, and like I've got there's one actually. It's set up in the Heathrow alias that comes in the UK controller pack, but it's .charts. And it will send the pilot saying that all the relevant charts you need pertinent to your flight are available at chartfox.org/EG. And it's like, so, you know, little stuff like that. I'm always willing to help and give people guidance and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the biggest silence I note with response to ATC is when controllers say hold at X as published. That well, it definitely sorts the men from the boys when you start using holding patterns.
Yeah.
Hold at timber, flight level 80.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where you start getting,
I don't know how to do that.
Well, the funny thing is, funny enough, as you say that, as I look on my EFB, I've got no holds on this arrival at all, so it's like, well, this is going to be an interesting one. So I hope I don't get a hold, because there's no hold at all, so I'm guessing it's manual holding here, because I'm on the Lamso arrival.
You'd be able to put manually put a hold in over EHEH, whatever it was.
Yeah.
EHEH.
Yeah. I just thought it was weird because literally I was just looking at my arrival and it was like, oh, this is fucking strange. There's actually no published hold up on this arrival. But nah, that's fine. We're just heading down on the East Coast now.
I always think test pilot says about like having a competency exam test before you can log onto the network. To be honest with you, I've always thought that was a good idea. To control on that sim, you have to go through seminars, training, all sorts. You have to do theory, you have to do practical training and everything. And then you have an exam and then you control on the network. I'm not saying sort of piloting shouldn't be the same as that, but I think you should have to do like a short, almost like Moodle course or a short like theory course.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
just to go through some of the basics.
Maybe they should do something like similar to like what we have for S1s and endorsements, where it's like you can join on the network, you just can't fly in and out of a busy airport unless you've cleared a thingy. Do you know what I mean? So like absolutely not, unless you're like say, I don't know, whatever. Let's just call it a pilot endorsement or whatever, because you've completed a test or an exam or whatever. You can't fly in and out of Gatwick. That's an absolute no-no. You're not doing it.
It'd be I think that would be a bit difficult to implement.
But
yeah, I definitely think there should be some sort of small, not even an exam, just like a small competency thing you have to work through. But almost like when you first sign up to VATSIM, when you first create your VATSIM account, if you want to fly on the network, just sit through this, 20-minute thing, and sort of just to get the basics, just to get a bit of an idea of the basics, and signpost people to videos and stuff like that. Not necessarily. Do you ever have days where you decide you're going to make a certain percentage of flights hold somewhere, or do go-arounds, etc.? Certainly, Dev, not really. Like Fate Weaver says, sometimes it's busy enough that you use the hold. Sometimes if an aircraft's just too high, where they've fallen asleep and gone off to make a brew and left the flight running, and they come back and they're approaching the sort of the end of the star, where they should be at flight level 70 and they're still at like flight level 200. Then you might stick them in the hold and just get them descending in the hold, especially at Gatwick, where your radar manoeuvring area is quite small and you're limited on space where you can run them in. Stars, so it's the standard arrival. So a star is like the standard arrival routing into an airport. So in the UK, most major airports have stars, and they will route an aircraft to like an exit point where they'll then be vectored for the approach. So like at Gatwick,
hang on, go on. I'll do some visual aids. So like I'm showing him the star into Eindhoven now.
Okay, so at Gatwick, there you go. So there's a star. So you see you have like an initial fix. So like you've got 3 initial fixes, and what it does is it aims to stream traffic into like a single sort of line of traffic, because that's what you want when you're doing like approach and you want to get people landed. You want a nice stream of aircraft following each other with the right spacing. So this gives you that. These give you that sort of ability to do so. And normally what they do is there'll be like 4 or 5 different stars that all converge to the same endpoint, if that makes sense. So like there you've got Topper, Mollix and Lamso. So they are 3 different stars: the Topper 4 Echo from Topper, the Mollix 4 Echo from Mollix, and the Lamso 4 Echo from Lamso. And they all converge down into this one point and finishes at EHEH. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. And then normally you can try. So that goes right to the initial approach fix. That does actually.
I've just realised there is a hold. Is that EHEH? There is one there. Yeah.
So that goes to EHEH, which is a bit unusual. Well, it's not unusual in other countries. In the UK, normally it brings you into an area where then an approach controller would, in theory, vector you. So like at Gatwick, where I control a lot, there's lots of stars, and they all converge on either waypoint Timber or the waypoint Willow. Both of those waypoints are to the south of the airfield, and what you do is, as an approach controller from there, you take them, use headings, etc., to vector them into a nice, neat line heading up to the ILS. And that's sort of what we do. But in other sort of areas, so like obviously Eindhoven, that star pretty much takes you to the establishing point for the ILS, more or less. So it's different in different countries. Some airports don't have them. Some airports, like in America, their SIDS and stars are really weird. The way that they work. But yeah, that's how it. Hopefully, I've explained that kind of sensibly.
There you go. For some visual aids. Right, should start our descent.
Yeah, so in the US they do a lot of self-vectoring. You can sometimes do that in the UK. So like you quite often find like if London are doing top-down. So say like London's on, and there's no Gatwick. There's no ATC on at Gatwick, so London is having to control everything from up overhead to right down to the ground at Gatwick, for example. I've had it before where I've been flying into Gatwick under the control of London. There's been no Gatwick air traffic control on, and I've been told to route direct to a 10-mile final for 26 left.
Yeah.
Just because it's easier for the controller, because they've got loads to do if they're London doing top down, and they've got loads to do because they've got to do delivery, ground, tower, and approach for all the airports that are underneath that their sector covers. So, like for London South, that's Gatwick, Heathrow, London City. Is London City South? I want to say it is. But yeah, it's like quite, even just Heathrow and Gatwick, two of the busiest airports in the UK and two of the busiest airports on VATSIM in the UK. And London South has to do everything, so has to give pilots there IFR clearance on the ground, give them taxi on the ground, get them taken off. Whereas normally, in real life, you'd have a delivery controller, a ground controller, a tower controller. You'd then have terminal control, which is like a layer below London, and then you'd have London at the top. So the amount that like London actually has to do in real life is quite small, but on VATSIM we do top down, so that makes it a lot harder.
Yeah.
I'm just rambling, man.
That's fun. I'm just sort of slightly reconfiguring my. I'm not doing the Zulu arrival anymore. I'm going to do the X-ray because that looks to actually be the more correct arrival. I'm just showing guys on the EFB quickly. So yeah, I'm not doing that one anymore. We're going to do this one.
That's pilot. When I first started on VATSIM, I used to pray that I could fly the whole star. Any deviation was where it all started to go wrong. Yeah, so again, it depends how busy it is. Not generally speaking, if you are flying like Spoony is with no air traffic control, then you just follow the star and you follow the charts completely. But then when you have ATC on, we will vector you off the stars early, stuff like that. Particularly like arrivals from the north-east, sort of east-north. From the east at Gatwick. If we're on 26 left, we will quite often take you off the star really early and pretty much take you straight in. So we'll turn you to a heading that will take you straight to the ILS because it's less work for us and it's a lot quicker.
Yeah, the way to think about it really is if there's no one on controlling to tell you otherwise, just follow the star. It's like a set instructions to do to follow the star, or if the controller's busy, you all follow the star. That way, everyone's behind each other doing the same thing. Their way, you're not going to have two planes crash into each other because it's basically your standard instructions to follow unless the controller tells you otherwise, basically. It's the best way to think of it.
And the controller will do it, but they've got obviously the big picture. So, like again, using Gatwick as the example, follow the star and fly baby Jesus, love it. When you're following a star, when we vector you off, when you're coming in from the east and we take you off the star really early to take you straight in, we've got to be on the lookout for Heathrow departures because a lot of Heathrow departures basically climb through that approach path and you're basically turning it into. So we don't always do it, but it does happen in real world as well. They will give straight in approaches. They'll take you off the star headings. A good one is Birmingham, where there's like a star that brings you in from the north, essentially through the ILS for runway 15, takes you to like the west of the airport, and then as an approach controller, you have to basically vector them back up north. And so basically, they do they come down and then do a loop. A lot of the time you don't do that, if they're coming in from the north, you just get them down and straight on the ILS. But you've got to think of like the star gives you more space to play with.
Yeah.
So if it's busy, you keep aircraft on the star because it gives you that space and you're not overwhelmed, you're not bringing loads of aircraft into your like manoeuvring area, your vectoring area too early. They're following a set route, you don't have to do a lot with them and it keeps your workload down.
Yeah.
So to me, it sounded like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No. That's exactly right, which is why I always say as a top tip to any of you guys that are new, if on Unicom, do the SID or do the star. So SID being for departure, star being for arrival, just follow it, just do it, because then that way if you're flying out of a busy airport like Gatwick or Heathrow, if everyone's doing the same thing, nothing will go wrong because the SIDs and the stars are all specifically designed to keep you out of the way, from everybody else. So if you're doing a Gatwick SID, don't worry about it because everyone on the Heathrow SIDs, which is very relatively close to Gatwick, they're designed specifically so you pass by each other with no issue whatsoever. They're specifically set up that way, and it's the same particularly like us in the UK for like the London cluster. The Stansted, the Luton, the Heathrow, the Gatwick SIDs, they're all set up specifically so they all cross over each other without no conflicts. So if you're on Unicom, just do what the SID, or if you're arriving, do what the star says, because that way you're going to have no issue.
Absolutely, test pilot. Degajo, him. He says stars are holy, can only be diverted from for safety. Yeah. Wait, if you do that, do you get encouraged to cover certain airports, or can you choose? So, like, as you go higher up, there's less sort of. So when you start off, they try and keep you sort of quite local. But once you get your S1 rating, you can control pretty much any airport apart from Heathrow or Gatwick with your S1 endorsement and your ground. Yeah, so certainly they just like you to spread yourself about. But what you have to do is in order to qualify for like training for the next the next rating up, you have to do certain things. So like I'm working towards my C1, which would allow me to do my C1 rating, which would allow me to do like London control. And in order to do that, I have to amass so many hours on certain aerodromes to be able to like get a training place for set London positions. So like for London Central, so London_C control, you have to have 20 hours on Essex, which covers Stansted and Luton, 10 hours on Birmingham and 10 hours on East Midlands in the last 6 months to be able to be eligible to start your training. Yeah, so Lidev, so when you start out as a new controller, because I literally last night just started as a new controller mentor. When you start out, you get assigned a training airport, so it'll either be Edinburgh, Manchester, East Mids or Stansted, and you purely train on that one airport so that you get used to all the procedures for just general procedures, general ATC, etc. Then once you're qualified and once you get your S1, you can then go and control other airports. But for your initial training, just from like a new controller to S1, you get assigned a specific airport, and you thingy on that airport. I've just hijacked my stream a little bit. Sorry.
That's absolutely fine, mate. It's fine. I'm just configuring the aircraft, mate. It's absolutely fine, mate.
Just tell me to shut up whenever you want.
No, I'm absolutely fine, mate.
Best pilot is in the queue for UKHC because it'll make you better pilot and understand the stream. Yeah, and it does. And actually, yeah, so Fate Weather, it's not Liverpool anymore, it's East Midlands. Although someone said to me the other day that they weren't doing East Midlands anymore, but there's plenty of requests in for East Midlands. So, yeah, Stansted, East Mids, Manchester and Edinburgh are the 4 training aerodromes for new controllers.
Although I always say be a bit wary if you're going to pick Manchester as your training one.
It's out of all of them, it's the one with the most.
Yeah, it's weird that, but I guess it's just.
Yeah, but I have got. Well, actually, I could maybe pick up a management session tomorrow now because. Oh look. Don't need to be where I'm going until a bit later in the day. No one's got any availability for tomorrow that I can do because it's one in the evening. I've got my first solo mentoring session next week as well.
Nice.
On Stansted.
How did that go? All right, relatively? Because I saw you ping the other day and say, "Oh, I've got my."
Yeah, it went fine. It went absolutely fine. There were a couple of bits that my mentor, the mentor that was watching me, picked up on, but they're really little things. He was obviously happy with how I did. It was just getting used to Sweatbox and multitasking, sort of being the pilot, being the pilot, and mentoring and controlling Sweatbox and taking notes.
Right.
Yeah, so early devs. Manchester does dual runway ops sort of during peak times. I don't think though in the new controller training, I think we don't actually do dual. Oh no, lesson 2 we do 2-3 duals at Manchester. I haven't done lesson 2 yet. But I mean, dual runway ups at Manchester for a ground control is fairly straightforward because once.
Yeah, that's why I frown on Manchester because it is an airport. Yeah, I agree with the saying that once you can control Manchester, you can control anywhere. The problem is there's a much higher difficulty curve learning S1 at Manchester than there is, I think, anywhere else. So you are kind of jumping in the deep end a little.
Manchester's a bit of a pain in the backside to taxi aircraft round, and
because that's what catches everyone out, and they violate red carpet and then they fail this test, and it's like, ah, shit.
Yeah. Test pilot what's bandboxing? Yeah. So Fate Weaver's covering more than one position. So Essex. I always call it Essex radar because that's what I always know it as, and you'll see it logged on VATSIM as ESSEX_approach. And that is a bandbox position because that is essentially covering more than one. So you could split it up. So like London quite often gets bandboxed. So you might see London South on and London Central on. There's two separate positions, or you might see London South Central, and that is a bandbox position where the London South and London Central have been squashed together.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to discourage it a little bit more, aren't they now, and encouraging.
Particularly the South Central one, because that always just usually ends in disaster unless you've got Gatwick and Heathrow and probably Stanley fully covered. You're just going to get overwhelmed.
Surely they have red carpet. Yeah, so Fate Weaver, I'm going to do. What was it? Hang on, I can't remember what it is. Yeah, there we go. Fate Nose. The red carpet rule that they teach in VATSIM is basically if you give an aircraft a taxi instruction, so taxi to Alpha 1 via Delta, Bravo and Alpha, you can't then give another aircraft a taxi instruction that goes on that anywhere on that in the what's the best way? Imagine you give an aircraft a taxi instruction. And from where that aircraft is, the route that you give them is a red carpet. You then can't let any other aircraft onto that red carpet. But it's not something that I'm a bit naughty. I don't really do it. So at Heathrow on VATSIM we don't do it. You just give taxi and you keep an eye on it. And I was always taught, and this is what I practice, is that you can violate the red carpet rule providing it's obvious that there's not going to be a conflict.
Yeah. Or you can give them the taxi knowing full well in about 5 seconds you're going to have to call them and give them a give way or whatever.
Yeah. And yeah, if you violate the red carpet rule, which I do all the time, then you just have to monitor and make sure that there isn't going to be a conflict. But it can be as simple as, you tell one aircraft taxi to hit, Alpha 1, you give another aircraft taxi to Alpha 1 and they're going to cross in front, and you just say to one of the aircraft, give way to the other aircraft, give way to the Airbus A320 coming from your right or whatever, and then you've covered you've covered it with a conditional.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Fire them at us.
Yeah. It's been a good little chatting about VATSIM and what we do kind of thing, isn't it?
Follow the conga line. Yeah. So you can. I don't think in the UK we're technically meant to say taxi in sequence or follow the. You can sort of say, and I will sometimes sort of do follow the company A320 to Alpha 1 via Papa and Alpha November. I'll sometimes say that, but you should still give the taxi instruction. It's not in the UK, you can't just say follow the company A320.
Yeah.
Because if they go wrong, you're going to go wrong.
Yeah.
So technically you shouldn't say follow, but I do it again.
Yeah, I do it sometimes if they're literally right up each other's bum, and I'll be just follow the guy in front and then but still give them the full taxi directions.
Yeah.
Just as a little helper, say taxi via blah 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 blah. Wink, follow the guy in front of you.
Yeah. Yeah, follow the company A320. So an EasyJet following an EasyJet.
Yeah.
Same when yeah.
Yeah. You say follow company means follow the same airline that you're flying as.
Yep.
So yeah, you don't tell a British Airways to follow a British Airways, you tell them to follow a company.
Yep, follow the company A320, follow the company, whatever.
Right.
And the same. Sorry, go.
No, go on.
I'll be quiet. No, I'll be quiet because you're.
I was just about to say, yeah, 5 pounds a fee coming in.
If anyone's got more questions, keep them coming. Me and Fate will carry on answering them in text.
Yeah.
But I'll mute myself for the minute and let Spoony land his bird.
All right then. Right, let's get this bird down. Why is BA called Speedbird? That used to be their old logo. I know that one. Their old logo, they had this, someone could probably link it. If you look it up on Google and just put BA, British Airways Speedbird, it used to be this logo they used to have painted on the side of their planes. They called it Speedbird. There it is. Right, I'm gonna go manual.
Logo for BOAC, wasn't it? British Overseas
Yeah.
Air Corporation, and then when they merged, they carried on using it. They also used Griffin and Shuttle as well.
Yeah. It just became like their popular logo, didn't it? So they just kept the call sign. It was a cool sounding one, to be fair. Right, we're just about to complete initial approach. So we're establishing on the ILS. No, need that one. Thank you. 2000, 267. Yep, we're absolutely fine. We're a little bit high, but that's fine. We'll go 10 on this. Auto brake low is set. Ground spoilers are armed. Ignition is on. We're flat 1. The lights are on. 2,000 feet set. I'm manual on the speed. All good. Done. Right, let's get this bad boy down. Hopefully without my PC hardware blocking again. Bus is idle. We're 10 miles out, so I am going to reduce the speed down now. I'm going to go to 190. That will get me into flat 2. Yeah, we'll go 190. That should get me down to flat 2 speed. We're going to pop the speed brake out, just pump the brakes. We've got plenty of time. I haven't called anyone on Unicom. I don't think there's anyone flying in. Rockstar, I'll just say now actually. Eindhoven traffic, Alpaca 6 Echo Echo, establishing ILS 21 at 2,000 feet and 9 miles out. So Lockstar, we'll arm the approach. We're actually below the glide, so we're absolutely fine. Speed's coming down, 8 miles out. Actually, we'll probably need to slow down even further actually. We'll go 160 to 4, gonna go flat 2, gonna drop the gear. Gonna pump all the brakes. Drop the speed brakes. Now watch this, go flat 3, flat full.
I've snoozed the ad brake so that it doesn't cut in on your landing.
You are a legend, thank you very much. Ding the cabin. Vince, get your seat. There's the glide slope. Missed approach is 3,000 feet, so we'll bang that in now. 6 miles out, beautiful. We'll maintain 160 till 4. I'm going to go straight on that. I'll take the aircraft at mine at 1,000. Auto brake low is set. Absolutely fine. This is freeway scenery as well for Eindhoven, so I'm not sure how good it's going to look, but hey ho. 160, we're 5 miles out. I like to pop out the DU just so you guys can see a bit more clearly what I am doing. We have got a crosswind, 8 knots. Right, coming up to 4 miles. Go managed on the speed. Now, so the speed's going to come back. Engines will roll back, which will drop us to just below 140 knots. Oh, here we go, starting to get the stuttering again. Come on. Come on. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go max FPS now. Just see how this handles. There's 1,000, my aircraft. Right, here we go. Oh, a little bit low already. God, actually, it's a bit of a tailwind at the minute. Jesus. So I'm a bit off centre, so I'm going to come over to the left. Also apparently very low. Pull this nose up. Plane's managing the speed for me. There we go, got it back. Gonna dip the nose now. There comes the diamonds back on the money again. Bang on. There we go. Wind's gonna calm down as we get a bit lower. Gonna start dipping the nose. Watch that thingy as we're coming over a bit too over to the left now, so we'll come back over. Just saying my crap out loud. There's my marks. Right, start ignoring my diamonds because use the point on the runway as my reference. Keeping it onto the left. Continue. Lovely and stable. There's my middle line. I'm drifting over to the left, so I'll come right a bit. Warm a bit right up. 20, 10. Come on, get down. Down. Versus out. Decel. There's 100. We go manual braking. Ooh. Keep on centre line, Spooning. Jesus. Manual braking, please. It's vacate to the right, I believe.
Ooh, butter.
Thank you very much. Just gently pump the brakes. Vacate right here on the right. We're at 20 knots. 20 knots. There you go. Take the feet off the pedal and bring it around. Use the tiller. Both directors can go off. Turn the chrono off. And I think it's just a straight right turn here, isn't it? Yeah. And go feet off the brakes. Job's done. That can go off. That can go off. Get the master on. I think it's just vacate right, isn't it? Have I gone the wrong way on the terminal? I think I might have. Hang on, how do I do this? Hang on, I need my ground airport chart. Yes, I have, but I only had one vacate. Okay, we've got to do a cross wrong way. Hey, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I could only vacate right anyway, so it was either that or a backtrack. Because the terminal, it's funny, it's over on the right-hand side, but my only vacate was right, so... That's a bit of a weird one.
You know what? I've done Eindhoven. I've flown to Eindhoven and I did exactly the same. It is well weird. You have to cross back over the runway and. The Gago says, "Welcome to his home city." The beautiful. Come on. I'm gonna crash. I'm gonna crash. Get ready. I'm still. Yeah. Ooh, that definitely deserves.
Ooh, butter.
Definitely a buttery landing that.
And for some reason I was muted. Why was I muted? Have I been muted the whole time? I hope not. I've been talking to Dan.
Oh yeah, you have been muted.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh no.
I don't know why I didn't hit the button. I didn't hit the mute button.
It did that to you the other day, didn't it?
Yeah.
Muted you for no reason. Very strange. Oh well, they've had my dulcet tones.
Yeah. But yeah, so 91 feet a minute was the landing rate, guys. We're just going to taxi down the end. Eindhoven's a weird one because it only gives you one vacate. So...
Beautiful landing rate.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly show you. Yeah, vacate is right, but the terminal's on the left-hand side of the runway, so we're just going to taxi all the way down Romeo, cross at Romeo 2. onto the terminal. So it's a bit of a weird airport at Eindhoven, but we'll make it work. Landing rate was 91 feet a minute. I don't know if the bot was still working or whether it's spaz. Probably spaz because of the crash earlier, so I do apologise. If you had...
Yeah, no, it didn't give you. I didn't give the landing rate.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Hooray! But you gave it, so it's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, 91. That's not bad at all. Although I definitely need to tweak the audio settings on. I don't know. Because like the audio was very quiet with the 50, 40, like I barely hear it. I don't know if it's because it's coming through OBS, but I have it turned down on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't want. I want the engine turned down, just not the. I might have to do some tweaking, so I have it cranked up. Standard is to cross of Romeo 2 when arriving as the flight traffic lines up with Romeo 1. Beautiful! Romeo 2 it is. I'm going to
break in progress.
Oh yeah. Oh.
One day that ad thing will get us a sub.
Yep.
It will come good and get us a subscription.
What's this, Romeo 3? Yep, Romeo 3, Romeo 2's next. I think I can turn it, I can pull it back to auto now. I think the frame rate's fine here. Getting lovely 60 frames.
Lovely. Simply lovely. That break ends in 50 seconds.
Right, let's have a look. Where am I parking? So this is Lima 2, this is where I'm going to be entering. I just think I'll just take one of the stands right here. I think I'm not even mucking about. Whoa.
Oh, hang on, yeah, all we have is the map of you taxiing along. We're going to rock down to...
There's Romeo 2. Just check the TCAS. No, we're good.
Have you seen this in the VAT UK? I'll send you this.
No, hang on. I'm just crossing the wrong one.
Have a look in your DMs when you get a set.
Yeah,
maybe chuckle. See you, test pilot.
Test pilot.
Thanks for tuning.
Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Clear on the left. It's clear on the right. Come on, give us some welly. Let's get going. Get across this bit. Right, now I can turn the transponder off. Transponder's off. Brake fans are on. So yeah, 1 hour 21 that flight was. Perfect. Very nice. Same as us on the Cockpit actually. I'm guessing that's the actual terminal building over there, yeah. So yeah, we'll take one of the stands over there. AQ's on, beautiful. Turn off top. Brakes a little. So we're into, we'll take, yeah, we'll take S4. S4 right here. Oh, there's people even here waiting for me. Bring it around. Beautiful. I don't think it gets any better than that, really. Oh, sound coming left. No, left. No, I'm down. Where's the sound coming left? I'm left. on the marks. What are you on about? He's saying come left, and I'm like, what?
Are you high?
Oh, there you go. Now he's given up. God, I'm going to use him. Oh, on the brakes a little too early there. Jesus, how am I supposed to see him from there? There we go. That'll do. Set parking brake is set. 2 blue, 1 green, 2 engines, dead. Beacon light can come off, and we will call the traffic. Call the traffic, call the ground vehicles on him. I want one of them, 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 and one of them. Go.
One of them, 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 one of them.
Done and done. I love the fact there's people already queued here. It's like, Jesus, you're being patient, aren't you?
Yeah. They're expecting a Ryanair flight, that's why.
Yeah. Oh. Just mow all the people down.
Ryanair, I'm surprised they don't have you walking out to the runway to sort of board.
Yeah. Although it looks like it's popped all the doors correctly. Nice. Oh yeah, it's the A321. It's broken for some reason. I don't know why, but my ground handling, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it doesn't do the doors correctly. So it's like instead of opening them when the vehicle drives up, it closes them. It's really annoying, and I can't figure out why. Right. So last thing to do is stop time. 1 hour 43, done and done.
Love early.
I ain't gonna do a second leg because I'm not gonna tempt fate with my computer. Also, well, I was going to go into Heathrow, but obviously Dan's not there anymore because abusive people. So yeah, that is me done and done. We'll do the arrival in a minute. I was gonna say I can't be bored. SLC's off. Put that at 1. Turn them off. Seatbelt light go off. Ground power can go on. APU can go off. Fuel pumps to off. And that is a full shutdown. But yeah, so I have it working properly with the doors on the A319 where it opens them correctly, but then for some reason with the A321 it doesn't do it. And I don't quite know why. It's very annoying. So there they are. APU's off. Ground power's connected. Actually, that's works out quite well with the scenery, actually. Look, where you can see people just standing at the stairs. That looks quite cool. That's actually screenshot worthy, I think. Screenshot! Well, that went well, except for the complete and utter shit show that was the computer hard crashing on me.
What?
Right, let's disconnect off that sim. Off. Right, we're off the vac sim. Let's hide the vehicles because I ain't got deboard or any of this crap. So, shall we watch the replay?
Yeah, boy.
Replay. Misfits fans, eat your heart out.
No one likes a show off.
I'll do. Go. Although I did notice it wasn't as stuttery as it has been. Oh, I was crowding a little. Pretty good. Oh, it's a bit off centre line. Oh! for the fact I was completely offset on, but I'll take that.
Yeah, you brought it back to the centre line, more or less, though. So.
Yeah.
Well, let you have that one.
Yeah. Let's do a bit of re-way. Let's... See how it looks from the tower. Cool.
Oh, look at me, I've got X-Plane, I can replay it and show it lots of different angles and bits in the tower and da.
Yeah, not jealous at all, are you, mate?
Oh, no.
Oh, mate. Oh, I like that. That'll do. That's probably one of my better landings for a while. Although I say that, when I did my last flight, it lagged and I was stuttering as hell, but somehow I managed to butter it as well. So that's 2 butters in a row.
I did one the other day, absolutely slammed it. And SimToolTip was like, hey, landing brake was minus 121 feet per minute. Like, what?
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll have that, thank you very much.
Right, Navigraph, turn the Navigraph off, lock my flight, please. Yep. Yes, log it. Thank you.
Log it.
Load it.
Log it.
Beautiful, 91 feet. Beautiful. That will do. Right.
Switch. Okay, that'll do.
Thank you so much for everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that. Apologies for the complete crash. I have no idea what's going on. I think I might just have to put up to my computer just being an absolute pain in the arse. Although, like I said, my performance on that one was certainly much better. Right, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday, so unfortunately it's my regular Actually, no, it's not my regular midweek day off because reasons. I probably will be able to actually stream tomorrow for the first time on a Thursday in a long time. So I might make up for me not streaming yesterday with a stream tomorrow. Stick around, tune out. I'll confirm everything in the Discord. Dan, thank you very much for keeping me company, mate.
No worries. Thanks for letting me come in and
rant,
explode my brain. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. Everyone in the channel, if you're not already, please consider joining the Discord where you'll see more epic Spoony and Dan ranting about VATSIM and rude pilots and all that. Be sure to consider us. Also, if you're
there might be a GIF or two.
There might be lots of GIFs. Lots of GIFs.
GIF. There might be the odd one.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't yet, please consider giving us a subscribe on YouTube, youtube.com/@aviators_TV. We're trying to get the magic 500. We're nearly there with the follower count on Twitch. It'd be great if you could give us a subscribe because it unlocks all of the cool stuff on YouTube. So we're trying to hit it. It's just obviously their requirements for streaming and doing cool stuff on YouTube is much higher than Twitch.
In the chat. Link in the chat to our YouTube.
Yeah, link in the chat, please, if you can give us a subscribe and ding the bell and all that stuff. It's all there. Ding, ding. Usually this stream would go up on YouTube, but obviously because of the break, it would need massive editing, so it's not going to probably go up until I paste the 2 parts together. I'll probably do that as a little practice project, so it's not going to be immediately up. So unfortunately, you won't be seeing this on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is streaming. I know Dan's busy. Fate's still off with his...
I will hopefully, all being well, be back streaming next week. So look out in the Discord. Or hopefully maybe putting stream details in.
Oh, I've just seen as well the... hang on. I'll show this quickly. The picture you sent me. Hang on. Where is it? There it is. I'll show the guys quickly. There you go.
Made me chuckle.
Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? I can't zoom in. So I hope you can see that from there, where the guys put radio check, text is 5, voice is 5, and he's then replied, text is 5, voice is 0. Well, of course it's going to be voice is 0. He's responded. Oh dear.
Text pilot asking for a radio check. That's the most pointless thing I've ever seen. But I have had it before.
Yeah, nice. Right then, so yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will catch you all tomorrow. I haven't got a clue what I'll do. might do another flight. I might do something a bit funky. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, join us on the Discord, and I'll confirm everything later on in the day once I figure out what I'm doing. Until then, I will catch you on the next one. Do you want to say bye, Dan?
Bye, Dan.
There we go. See you later, everyone. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Come and fly away with me. 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 Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Somewhere by the Emerald Sea, where the moon and water meet. Somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. Don't you be afraid, everything will change. You and I jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die, so come and fly, come and fly, come and fly away with me. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. We're rising, we're falling, we're making through. We're climbing, we're soaring, 1,000 views. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Come and fly away, come and fly away, come and fly away with me. Something's gonna bring the change, journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space.